Alright guys, so welcome back to U1 Combat. So before we jump into my thoughts on Saturday's main event, I just kind of want to give you guys a quick update. So before the main event actually took place, I did a KO breakdown episode on one of Canelo's previous fights, so you guys want to check that out. Link in the description box. Another thing, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we haven't been uploading on Fridays. So little update, we've been having some technical difficulties which make it very hard for us to upload on Fridays. So we've been recording very well for the most part, but when it comes to transferring the files over onto our computer, the computer kind of glitches our files and we're unable to edit those clips. So it's become very difficult for us to upload on Friday, but hopefully this Friday I could actually upload another video. So from here on out, I hope that we could actually stay on track and be consistent. This was a very tough matchup for both fighters over the weekend. I felt like Canelo Alvarez, although he didn't throw as many punches as Danny Jacobs, he was of course the fighter that threw the way more solid, cleaner punches that catches the judges' eyes and the public's eyes as well. I felt like Danny Jacobs was very consistent. He was a fighter that threw more in volume, so he was the one that constantly was throwing. But when you have Canelo on the other side of the ring, of course it will be very difficult for you to tag him. So as you guys saw in many of the highlight reels over the weekend, you guys saw how good Canelo Alvarez's defense it really is, and he made Danny Jacobs miss a lot. He never really got tagged with anything big. I felt like the only thing that tagged him, or like the only punch that tagged him like once in the bout, was that right hand that landed almost like in those later rounds. I felt like Canelo threw the more solid power punches and the cleaner shots as well. Although he of course didn't throw as many punches as Danny Jacobs, he was of course way more accurate because of the fact that, like I mentioned before, Canelo has superb defense, so it was very difficult for Danny Jacobs to land anything clean on him. So now the question is, what's next for both of these fighters? So as of right now, if I'm not mistaken, I heard an interview where Danny Jacobs was saying that he outgrew the middleweight division, so he plans on going up to 168. So we're probably going to see Danny Jacobs fighting way more heavier opposition. And on the other hand, of course, you have the big cash cow, the face of boxing at the moment, Canelo Alvarez. One of the names that pops up is, of course, Boo Boo Andrade. Demetrius Andrade was actually at the fights over the weekend. So some people are speculating that maybe Canelo Alvarez will take on Demetrius Andrade. And another name that pops up is, of course, Triple G. Triple G was actually at the fight, so if they were to face each other one more time, of course this will actually complete the trilogy. And there's been a lot of news surrounding Triple G as of late, considering the fact that he actually left his coach last week and he hired Klitschko's old coach, Jonathan Banks. So Triple G will be debuting a brand new coach for his upcoming fight against Steve Rolls this upcoming June. So we will see how all of this takes place. And also I forgot to mention that Boo Boo Andrade also fights in June. So we got to see how both of these fights play out to see if both of these guys, or at least one of these guys, would be prepared or be ready to face Canelo during Mexican Independence Week, which is of course is the week of September 16. And another fighter whose name has popped up as of late as one of Canelo's possible opponents is of course Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence was actually at the fight with his coach Derek James, but I hope that it's just a rumor. I do not really want to see that fight just because of the fact that I want to see Errol Spence Jr. take on Terence Crawford before Errol Spence Jr. decides to move up from 147. So I'm not really a big fan of that fight if it were to take place. So I guess only time will tell. I guess we will have to wait to see how everything plays out with both fights that I've mentioned, the Demetrius Andrade fight and of course the Triple G fight. And then we will see of course other rumors that pop up, such as Errol Spence Jr. So overall, this will be the end of this video. Hopefully you guys just enjoyed my little rant. And of course, if you guys want to check us out on our personal Instagrams, links in the description box. Our team Instagram is also down in the description box. And if you guys want to check out our website to see our KO breakdown series, or if you guys want to get some merch, I would suggest that you guys go check out our website. So overall, that will be it. Thank you guys.